Imagine that you are Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto and you are facing Rigathi Gachagua. How do you handle such a kind of a person? Listen to how Gachagua is speaking. How do you, first of all, I ask myself, how did William Ruto decide to get rid of Rigathi Gachagua? Seriously, after what he had done in 2022, going to the ground, visiting every part, speaking to the people of the mountain, doing his campaigns in the mountain, driving Uhuru out of the mountain. How did it happen that William Ruto reached a point and decided that now, let me get rid of Rigathi Gachagua? There must be a problem in William Ruto's advisory team. Because you cannot get rid of a weapon that gave you the presidency. You cannot cut the hand that fits you. It never works. Listen to how he's using the issue to do with Menanjenga carefully, articulately, to drive the mountain far, far away from William Ruto. Listen to his speech. You can hear how he's putting things. He started by giving the history of the bad things that Mungiki did. He gives the history of Mungiki, how women were raped, how they took money from from Matatu, how they went to homes, how they terrorized people in the streets, how they were moved, how Moi used them, how Kibaki now came on and cleared the group, and then now William Ruto re-emerging with Mungiki. Such a big history that is giving. And when someone hears that kind of a statement, listens to Rigathi Gachagua, watches what Menanjenga is doing, gives time to William Ruto's statements, listens to the allies of William Ruto, how they are attacking the mountain region, how do you think the people of Mt Kenya are going to think about William Ruto? Then I ask myself, how could William Ruto sit down and decide now, let me get rid of Rigathi Gachagua? How? How? Rigathi Gachagua is the most painful person to listen to if you are his opponent, and the most interesting person to listen to if you are his supporter. And to be especially specific, how the mountain, if you are from the mountain. Rigathi Gachagua is using every movement, every step of the government that is negative to his advantage. You saw how the abductions occurred. Rigathi Gachagua came out and spoke about the abductions clearly, something that no other politician could have done, not even Kalonzo Musyoka. He told us the people who are abducting Kenyans are somewhere else, in Nairobi, certain building, certain floor. He spoke about it, and that's how people started being released. He added the power of social media. He boosted social media movement on the release of the abductees. And that is how we got the abducted ones getting released. Even the governors, particularly that one of Embu, was getting it rough on the ground because of the abducted leaders of the youths. Therefore, Rigathi Gachagua did his work well by using such small things to build himself and get the mountain out of William Ruto. Very powerful. I wonder how William Ruto decided to get Rigathi Gachagua out of his office, out of his team. When Nuruddin Haji made a mistake, Rigathi Gachagua came out and said about it, boldly while in government, something that no other leader can easily do. And then I tell myself this, how did William Ruto sit down, calculate with Kimani Ichung'wah and the rest to get Rigathi Gachagua out of office? Someone whom he was sure could deliver the mountain to him. Rigathi Gachagua told us before that he was against the housing levy. But when William Ruto supported it, Rigathi Gachagua came on board and said that it's going to be passed without even touching a comma. And indeed it was passed and there was no objection. When William Ruto told Rigathi Gachagua to go and abuse Uhuru Kenyatta, he did it. When he told him to go and drive Uhuru Kenyatta from the mountain, he did it. When he told him ensure that there's no other party from the mountain except UDA, he did it. When Moses Kuria tried to tell Rigathi Gachagua, please let's have our own party and then use it as we go to William Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua said no. Instructions from William Ruto. And indeed, all those other parties like that one, Moses Kuria Chama cha Kazi, Tujibebe party from this guy called William Kabogo. So only Jubilee got some MPs. The party like that one of Mwangi Wairia, Sawa kwa wote, I don't know, something of that kind. It did not get a member of parliament simply because Rigathi Gachagua ensured UDA was in the villages, in the homes, in the houses, in bedrooms of people, and in every church in the mountain region. And then I ask myself, how did William Ruto sit down and decide that now this is the guy to get out of government? William Ruto knows very well that to win the presidency in this country, having the mountain, you're almost 50% winning it. And then you decide to mess up with the peaceful, united Mount Kenya. Oh God. How did William Ruto sit down and decide to get rid of Rigathi Gachagua from office? How? Raila Amolo Odinga, who does not have votes to bring to William Ruto? It cannot work. We are saying here simply that William Ruto made a big mistake that he is regretting. Right now he's in panic. He's appointing right, left and center. He's appointing people. He's reshuffling the cabinet now and then simply because of Rigathi Gachagua. He's giving him sleepless nights. Now, Uhuru Kenyatta has come on board and said, and I'm going to do an extensive video about that, and said one simple thing. Let the Gen Z fight for their own rights. Let the youth of this country fight for their own rights. Almost the similar language Rigathi Gachagua is saying, where he said that wanafanya kazi nzuri. Now, how are you going to dismantle Uhuru Kenyatta and Rigathi Gachagua holding the mountain together? How are you going to dismantle the two people holding the mountain together? Uhuru Kenyatta, Rigathi Gachagua holding the mountain together against William Ruto. Now, I'm closely watching to see whether William Ruto is going to sack Mutahi Kagwe, to sack Lee Kinyanjui, to sack Nderutu Mureithi after appointing them following the meeting they had at Ishawel. I'm waiting to see how it's going to react to that. Because Uhuru Kenyatta has already turned against him. Now they are in office. Do whatever you want. If you want, sack them. And the moment you do that, big mistake, unakuja nyumbani, you are losing the mountain further. William Ruto has only one option here. Sit down, deliver for the people of Kenya. Period. Without that, there's no coalition you'll have that will take you to State House. Not even one single day. Not even one single day. Because the mountain dictates the Kenyan politics. Take it to the bank. This is the only big united region in the country. And this country, this part of the region has one simple thing, and I've done videos about them. One big thing that they have is the highest level of civilization, where they can easily wake up, go vote despite the long queues they find, despite this, the conditions like hot suns, despite it's raining. These people go and vote. Such a big mistake to get Rigathi Gachagua out of office. I ask myself, how did William Ruto decide to get Rigathi Gachagua out of his side?